Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. Thank you so much for returning if you're one of my regular subscribers, and if this is your very first time clicking on my video, hello, welcome. Here we talk all things budgeting, and I am just showcasing my journey getting out of debt. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the family, and we can go through all of this together. But for today's video, it is the end of a week, so we have to weekly check in terms of our budget. We will be focusing on the 7th to the 13th. We're going to list our expenses and then count our cash to make sure everything is equaled out for the next coming week. So let's just go ahead and get started. So as always, when it comes to my weekly check-in, I like to first start on the calendar view, make sure that all of the bills that we were supposed to pay for this week have gotten paid. So for this week, we see we had Heartland, and that did get paid. That was an automatic payment for my student loan. And then on the 13th, we had Apple, and that was automatic payment as well, and that is for my Apple Music. So everything looks good here, and let's get into listing our expenses. So here we are back at our expense tracker sheet, and we will be listing all of our expenses that we did for this week. And I did not do much. It was only 3 expenses, so not a lot to list here, but that is also because my state currently is not really open yet. We're starting to open up stores, I believe, this week and then also next week. So we're still in like the first stages, but our governor has finally released the lockdown, so at least we can start going out, and maybe I might venture out and buy some things. That's still up in the air because I'm still a little paranoid, but that is what's happening there. So for my first expense, that is going to be on the 7th. That was going to be at Walmart. This week, my mom was so nice to come and visit me, and we did like some home projects around my apartment. So we went to Walmart, got a ladder, and I can't remember what else we got, but basically like just some things to try and spruce up my apartment. So I did that out of the spending category, and that was $20 that we spent there. Then on the 7th also, we went to ShopRite. I needed to fill up on some groceries, so that came out of the groceries category, and I spent $70 at ShopRite. And my last expense was on the 12th. I went to Lowe's, and I wanted to try and change the light bulbs in my house to try and like get some brighter light to help with everything, but the lights I got, they really just didn't even look different than the ones I had, so it didn't really make that much of an impact. But they're a little bit brighter, so I guess that's okay. But anyway, so we went to Lowe's, and I just took that out of toiletries because I felt like, I don't know, it was like a house expense, so I just took that out of there. And that was $11 that I spent at Lowe's. So those are all of the expenses I did this week. Not too much, but every dollar needs to be accounted for. So now that we have our expense tracker, we can go to our weekly check-in page and add up all the numbers there. Okay, so we've returned to the weekly check-in page. I've already put the date for our week, and I listed all the categories that we are dealing with. So now we can just go ahead and fill in these boxes. So for payment that got added, we did get paid for this week. So I will just look at my Paycheck One paper, and all of the things that have the categories listed that got money, I will just list them there. So that is where those numbers come from. So for paycheck number 1, we did not add money for gas because gas is like still very low and I'm not really using it, so I saw no point in adding more money to it. For spending, we did add 30. For groceries, we added 80. Toiletries got 25, and clothing got 20, and we do not add anything for unbudgeted. Okay, so now we can reference back to our expense tracker that we just filled out to see where we got money taken out. So for this week for gas, we did not do any expenses, so that will just be 0. Spending, we went to Walmart and we spent $20, so we will put 20 here. Groceries, we did go to ShopRite and that was 70, so 70 will go here. Toiletries was for Lowe's and that was $11 that we spent. And we did not spend anything out of clothing this week, and we had no unbudgeted. All right, so to get our remaining, we will reference back to week 1. Nothing changed, so we still have that 30 there. And as I always say, I do not physically have cash for gas because majority of the time I get my gas from Costco and they do not accept cash, so I just keep that on the debit card. So now we're looking at spending. Let me get my calculator in case I need it. Put that off to the side. So spending, we had the $1, we added the 30, and we spent 20 of it. So we are left with $11. And here is my wallet, and I'm just going to take out our envelopes that I keep in there. Okay, and I will place them right here. So for spending, here is our spending divider, and we see that we have $11, so that is correct. So I'll put that over there. Now we go on to groceries. Groceries had 0. We added 80, we spent 70, so that should be $10 remaining for that. And here's the groceries, and right here we see we have our $10, so that is good. Next we have toiletries. So for toiletries, we started off with 12, we added 25, and we spent 11 of that, so $26 should be remaining for that. So here is toiletries, and we have 25, 26, so that's good. And we'll put that to the side. And then lastly is clothing. 0, added 20, did not spend it, so we should still have that 20 in there. And then when we get our clothing, we see we have our 20, so that is good. And for unbudgeted, that will just end with a 0 because we did not do anything for that. So great, all my envelopes look good for the next coming week. I would just go ahead and put this right back into my wallet and spend it for the next coming week. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of my subscribers that have been coming to join me on this journey. I love it, and I would appreciate it if you like the video and leave some comments down below so I know how your budgeting style and journey is going. I always love to hear that and read about all of your experiences. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what I do and you love checking in on me, because I would greatly appreciate that as well. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye guys.